And here we are ready for the first race here in Americas. And the lights are out and we are underway. It's a relatively good start from Stealthy. JZ50 is going to try to take the lead from him. Pump in the Red Bull in third at the moment. And ASM is going to try to take... Oh, it's Stealthy Water Bottle's gone wide. He has gone wide. That could potentially lose him the lead, but he keeps it nice and tidy. And ASM is dropping back from the field. Oh, and Stealthy hits the sausage curbs. JZ50 is going to get himself there. Chow in the Ferrari is in there as well. Pump is there in the Red Bull. And then his teammate RJ7 behind him. Dennis in 6th. Elois in the AlphaTauri in 7th. YouTube in 8th. Hanzo 9th in the Mercedes. And Wolven King completing the top 10 in the Aston Martin. Meanwhile, Jamal, Diego, Aluminio, and ASM complete the running order. That's our running order as we get ready to start lap 3 of the Canadian Grand Prix here at Bonpierre International Circuit here in Maple Ridge, Canada. And Pump in for Red Bull is going to take the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix from Stealthy Water Bottle. These three guys in the lead do not want to let go of each other. Pump in the Red Bull, Dennis in the Alfa Romeo, and Stealthy in the Haas. Yellow flags are being waved. I think that's somewhere. And that's Diego in the Mercedes. Diego is out of this race. Safety car has been deployed, as I get the message now from race control. But on lap 5, Diego is the first retiree of this race. So those three at the front will not be able to fight for the lead as long as the safety car period stands for. And as Pump gets a little loose coming off of that hairpin there. And Dennis currently holds the fastest lap. Stealthy in third in the Haas. Chow in fourth with Ferrari. JZ50 in fifth for Carjo. RJ7 in Red Bull in sixth. And ASM in the Alfa Romeo completing the top 10 for you guys. The drivers are lining up for this first restart of the race as there goes the safety car peeling into the pits. And Pump in the Red Bull is going to control the pace. But he has to be aware of Dennis and Stealthy. Possibly JZ50 and Chow could enter this conversation here, because they are looking for on board with Dennis in the Alfa Romeo. He's right behind that Red Bull of Pump. As the green flag waves, we are back to racing to start lap 8 of the Canadian Grand Prix. Pump is going to hold the lead for now. Dennis and Stealthy going to fight for second. Those two guys were former teammates. And Chow and JZ50 are fighting for fourth. And RJ7 is going to keep sixth. Or is he? Because he may be involved in a battle with the other Alfa Romeo of ASM. Wolven King is up to 8th in the Aston Martin. Jamal in 9th in his debut race for the AlphaTauri. Oh, sorry. He's gone up to 8th in the AlphaTauri. Behind him is his teammate, Elois, who's also debuting for AlphaTauri. And Wolven King completing the top 10. Meanwhile, you've got Hanzo, you've got YouTube, and Aluminio, the last of your running order. There's someone stuck at the barrier there. Oh, it's a Ferrari. That is Chow. Chow was running P2. How on earth did that happen there? It was probably some kind of server glitch. But he is stuck between the wall and he cannot get out there. Poor Chow, he was having such a great run. Yellow flags are out. And yeah, Chow was in his debut race for Ferrari. which is the newer Lotus. They and Chow had run up to second, but now is stuck between the wall there. That is unfortunate for the debutant for the Scuderia and the Prancing Horses. Meanwhile, that is a Red Bull pitting. Seems to me like it's RJ7, and it is RJ7. He's coming out of the pits now, and he's gonna come out at the back, but hopefully he'll make his way back up. Green flags are dropped back again as we are on lap 11 of the Canadian Grand Prix. That is Pump, the race leader. He has now peeled into the pits. He was running on mediums, and he is now pitting. Let's see which tires he goes on. Let's see, and he does superbly on his pit stop. Hard tires for the Red Bull driver. Another debutant in NIFL. JZ50 has come into the pits as well as ASM. So Virgil and Alfa Romeo have pitted. We are on board with ASM, and JZ50 is going to retain ahead of ASM. They're going to drop back, but the guys in front of them are still yet to pit. Pump in the Red Bull starts lap 15 of this Canadian Grand Prix. We're already half distance in, and that is a Red Bull. That is RJ7. We just said Pump was starting lap 15, and then his teammate RJ7 crashes in the process. Yellow flags are out. We don't know if that's going to be a safety car, but in the split-second decision, well, actually we say in the flick of an eye, RJ7 has unfortunately retired from today's race, as ASM has set purple in the first sector. He's looking to get fastest lap in this nice Canadian circuit with many lethal curbs. If it's with lethal curbs, it's not really considered nice, is it? But nonetheless, Pump is still leading this race. Stealthy in second, Dennis third, Elwis in fourth. That's a surprise there. JZ50 completing the top 5. ASM currently in 6th. We are back to green flags once again. Here we go as Dennis comes to the final few corners. Blue flags for Hanzo ahead, as we are 10 laps to go from the finish of this Canadian Grand Prix, as Hanzo lets Dennis by. Oh, and that's Hanzo hitting the wall. Hanzo's out of this race. Hanzo, while letting Dennis by, has crashed into the wall and totaled his car. Safety car deployed. That's a double retirement for Mercedes. They're not getting any points, and this is crucial for them in their fight with AlphaTauri. That is not a good look on Tristan's face, the Mercedes team principal there. As we now see most of the front runners are pitting. Pump has just come out of his pit box. JZ50 in the Peugeot is pitting now. So is ASM and Stealthy. These guys are trying to take advantage of this safety car to make a pit stop. And after the safety car comes in, we go back to green flag. They would be on fresh tires. These should surely be their last pit stop of this race. We are on lap 22. Less than 10 laps remaining, as the safety car is still bunching up this field. And right now they only have Dennis and Pump. Those guys were having a pretty intense battle for the lead, along with Stealthy and ASM. And we were loving it. But the safety car forced them to slow down and line up behind each other. This is our new safety car for this race. It is the black Mercedes AMG GT. And with a new color for this specific race, the nice chrome black color. And there's Dennis in his first race for Alfa Romeo. Hang on a second, we've gone back to green flag racing, but there's two people that didn't manage to catch up to the field. YouTube in the Ferrari and Wolven King in the Aston Martin. They didn't catch up in time. I wonder what kind of call that was from the race director. But we are gone back to green flag racing. Pump again with a nice lead over JZ50. But Stealthy, Dennis, and ASM are looking to catch up, and Pump with a small slide there. And yeah, these two have gotten left behind by the rest of the field. And we are just under 7 laps to go. Pump looks to be setting the fastest lap as well. For those of you watching here, get yourself some popcorn and some soda, because we are about to see a nice fight between the two Alfa Romeo teammates. And we were going to start lap 29. We do have some server lag at the moment, as the cars look frozen at the moment. We'll have to stand by and make sure we get back to a stable connection, as the guys are still frozen there. Yeah, so the two Alfa Romeos are leading at the moment. Oh, and as it comes back, connection comes back, leaderboard, it was a little off there. Oh, and YouTube in the Ferrari has crashed again. Double retirement this time for Ferrari. But YouTube will get his points, considering he finished 75% of the race. And we are under server lag again. Wonder what's going on there. But hopefully we'll get that stable connection back. And something is up with the leaderboard again. It says Jamal is taking the lead, but I don't see that as being the case, because ASM and Dennis are going to duel it out for the final lap of the Canadian Grand Prix. Oh, and ASM, he's sliding a bit, as well as going wide into those sausage curbs there, as he's trying to catch up to his teammate Dennis. Honestly, guys, just be smart here. I know you guys want to fight it out for the win, but just be smart. You guys can secure an Alfa Romeo 1-2, and it'll be crucial for them to stay in NIFL Formula 1. Because if they don't get good results by the end of the season, they're going to get demoted to the F2 division. As here we go, towards the end of the middle sector. What is it going to be? It's just about more than a car length from Dennis and ASM. Here they come through this hairpin. Who is going to execute it better than the other? It looks like Dennis will. He's going to, as they come towards the bridge, through this final few corners, it's going to be side by side as we saw in Hungary. And Dennis is going to take the Canadian Grand Prix victory over teammate ASM. And that completes a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo. That was a hell of a drive from both of those guys. And it looks, to me, it seems like JZ50 or Stealthy will complete the podium, as the leaderboard is a bit glitched there, as Jamal and Elwis are going to take a double points finish for AlphaTauri. That's going to help them in their fight against Mercedes. But what a race.